The Gators offense is on the move now. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. They'll try to run for the first down. You make the stop, but that gains enough to set them up first down at the 14.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
The Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Pringle. Touchdown, Florida, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. And he gives himself up for a sack.
The quarterback's trying to get away from the pressure. He gets outside of the pocket, but this defense was not having it. They've got enough athletic ability on that defense to be able to come up with a sack.
Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Took contact on the throw. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The receiver grabs it.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
The punt team making their way on the field. He'll field it close to midfield. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. The Gators offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Grab behind the line. It's Pringle. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
trying to bait this defensive line into believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for lost yardage.
He's going to take a shot down the left side. Deep shot caught down inside the 20.
Well, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
After one enormous play, the offense is set up with a 1st and 10 inside the red zone. First down, looking to throw the football. Over the middle, it's Montgomery. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They're going to run it. That gets the carry. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes a quick grab. They finally stop it, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
And the Gators looking to keep this drive moving. Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a 1st down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The penalty backs the defense up even more. Now 1st and goal from the 1. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. 2nd and goal. They'll give him another chance. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
Here they just rely on the big boys up front to get a good push, get some tough yards to put 6 points up on the board.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking for a man deep on the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
This is a much better job by this defense after giving up some yards on the previous play. This time they made sure this one fell incomplete.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. A throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And it's caught across the middle. Touchdown, Notre Dame, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the motion by the bag now forces the defense to adjust. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Come to the line for second down and very short now. Caught behind the line. It's Pringle. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback delivers quickly. A receiver on the screen. The Gators look to keep this drive moving.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking to throw it again. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Pringle. But never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They make the stop, but it's a big play with a 31.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
And looking to throw now on first down. Caught by the receiver. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
That completion makes it second and medium. That's caught. It's Pringle. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
He makes the grab. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
The Gators hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Running out of time in the pocket. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Florida. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down play coming up. Here's the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Third down after that running play. Movement here from the tight end. We're going to throw for it on third and short. Slides the quick throw. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a fourth and short.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here. We got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on fourth down?
Trying for a fourth down completion. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. A deep shot to the left side. Caught near the goal line. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1.
Well, the quarterback found a matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk, and if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. He fires this throw and is intercepted. He can go. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. So one play moves the ball to the 38, another first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw to the left. Wide open downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
He hands it off from the gun. Fights up a defender. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. He also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
We'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Delivers from the pocket complete over the middle.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And the Gators come to the line with 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Gators. Here comes the point after attempt. So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And that's a solid return after the interception.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. It's a run to the left. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. Using his legs here. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out and keep him to a short gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Grab near the sticks. It's Montgomery. And he's run out after a big gain. Now that's been set up with a 1st down and goal.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this.
And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. He's at the 50, the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Not only are they able to come up with some points of their own, now the defense on the other side comes up with a turnover and a touchdown to tie the game, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
And the PAT is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. One more play before they head to the locker room. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connerts now has our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to begin the 2nd half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field, trying to get something going early here in the 2nd half and jump on top. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
The quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field.
Looking deep down the left side. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Irish. And that will give them the lead now.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. There's the handoff. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Grab down the middle. It's Montgomery. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Now it's second down here.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Nice catch made out of the slot position. That's going to be tough to stop today, Kirk.
He is so dangerous in space at that slot position. Nice job at the top of that route. Gave a little shoulder fake to create that separation. Made it easy for the quarterback to find him and make that throw.
Running play called on third and short. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hand on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Grab by the receiver.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's the second down play. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. He stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run.
You know, in college football anymore, Chris, you get caught up in the big plays through the passing game. But we're seeing what this back can do when he has room to run. Great acceleration, great speed. I know he gets tackled here at the 2-yard line. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give that young man the football again. Let him get his touchdown.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. But they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Gators offense retakes the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. He's got it with room to run. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
High completion makes it second and medium. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give...
That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The pass rush closing in. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He made the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set it for the first down at the 47. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the...
Here he goes. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed.
Touchdown, Notre Dame. This offense really clicking.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Looking deep downfield to the left. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. They can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
The receiver makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Back to throw again. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And this pass is on target. Caught. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Going for a big play downfield. And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Nice run. It's brought down to the 44.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
A gain makes it second and medium. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
It's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Pressure is coming. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down marker.
Heading left after the handoff. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. We played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. So, buckle up. This should be a very entertaining final quarter. Who is going to step up and make the decisive plays? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They'll hand it off. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Turner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Florida offense retakes the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made at the 20 and the deep shot. Big gain. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position.
Got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a first down.
This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. The Gators come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Florida. Still no answer for the passing game. And now they'll set up for the point after. And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that. Offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The game makes it second and medium. Back to throw. It's Kennedy. On the move now. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play.
Well, that is a clinic by this defense on this quarterback run. String him out to the sideline. Nowhere for him to go. All he could do is step out of bounds for no gain.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. The pocket breaking down. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
Finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Gators offense retakes the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Extending the play now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Defense is coming after him. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Off target with the throw, incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's an out route, the catch made, and he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a third and short. How aggressive will they play it? Looks to the left, pass caught. Able to convert on third down. Gives them a fresh set of downs from the 22. And the Gators churn out another first down. On first and 10, looking to throw. It's a quick grab.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Gators looking to cash cash in this red zone trip. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the grab. Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Can't reach the goal line. They tackle him inside the 5. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. It's a big-time drop.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Design quarterback run. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down.
And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. So here we go, fourth quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Looking downfield, it's Kennedy. And they trap him for a sack.
That is textbook by this defense and man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
After the first down loss, it's second and long from the 17. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looks to the left, and it's complete. He's swarmed by the defense.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Larson. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? Working clock with the ground game. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Playoff games coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football, and he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. This one is dropped. No one arriving. He couldn't make the catch. Incomplete.
Well, this time he misses his intended target, but this receiver has been a key today. They want to try to just keep feeding him.
On third down. He drops to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on third down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now, fourth down and long with the lead. Tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
Here's the first play of the drive. They start at the 28. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Looking for a late deep throw. And it's hauled in. What a catch. And he makes his way out of bounds. Good thinking there. The clock is stopped.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it and do it.
Ball is loose. They scramble for it. So the offense retains possession and avoids a catastrophic turnover.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Looking to chuck it again. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
A playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game. Really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Look out, he's in the clear. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Playoff game on the line here. And the offense, they keep away and secure the victory. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Playoff games coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. And he's got it again. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? They're going to run it. He puts it on the turf. The offense able to retain possession. Very lucky to still have a chance to win this.
Oh, the defense misses out on an opportunity, just what they needed. Ball's on the ground, unable to recover it.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And he's got it, no problem. course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA.